The problem with that expression, though, fake it till you make it, is it implies being an imposter. And that has a negative energy, a negative vibe, negative connotation in it, right? The idea of I'm the CEO, but I'm a fake CEO. I'm a fake businessman. I'm a fake entrepreneur. I'm a fake whatever. Fake it till you make it. What I prefer to say, and this is a tool for you, is you got to be in it to win it. You have to be in it to win it. And what does in it mean? That in it implies a full-hearted belief. You're in it. You're in the game. You can't win a game as a spectator. You got to be in the game to win it, right? You got to be a participant on the field to win it. So to be in it, you have to put yourself in it. You have to put your mind, your body, your spirit, your actions, your physicality, everything about it, you got to be in it. And so that itself removes the idea of pretending, imposter, I'm going through the motions. Whatever character you see on screen, you dress up as and you try to portray yourself like that character. Well, how often do you see yourself as being whatever you want to be? CEO, entrepreneur. How often do you see that in your mind's eye? Or how often do you actually know somebody that's a CEO? And how often think about, are you trying to emulate their behavior? Yo, what's up, everybody? This is the End-to-End Podcast, and I'm your host, Dr. Yun Win, affectionately called Ninja, prolific ninja by my family and friends, because my fans are my friends. You can call me Ninja too. This is the End-to-End Podcast, the alpha to the omega, the beginning to the end, talking about life, motivation, drive, success, self-improvement, and offering you morsels in this all-you-can-eat buffet called life. Happy Halloween. By the time this air episodes, it will be Halloween. Kind of spooky, kind of scary, so to speak. But if you're out there celebrating Halloween, have a happy one, safe one, all that. I'm glad to be back in the studio. Before I get into the episode, I'm going to start the actual meat of the episode. I'm going to start the episode like I start every day. If you're new to the show or if you've been listening for a while, you all know that when I wake up in the morning, I give thanks to God and the universe for another opportunity to hopefully inspire somebody to live to their fullest controllable potential, to try to inspire people to learn and do more. And with that, I want to say thank you all for continuing to grow the audience for the End-to-End Podcast. We are considerably growing. I think we're kind of right there at the front of the inflection point where, it kind of takes off. I'm not going to jinx it, but that's where we are. And so I want to thank you all. And, if you're new to the show and if you listen for a while, I do this show on my own dime, on my own time. We don't have sponsorships. I invest a lot of money into this show. A whole production crew, they create, edit, put out the content for you all. And so with that, the only way we grow the show is if you share the show. If you found something valuable, worthwhile, just 1.0001% better from listening to this episode or any other episode, please do share the show. That's how we grow. What I like to say is if you're knowledgeable, share the show. That is how we grow. And so that is the only way we do this, is on a value exchange. If you learn something, feel it might be worthwhile to share it to somebody that needs this information, please do share the show. But correspondingly to that, another way you can support the show is actually supporting the businesses that I have. If you're new to the show, if you don't know, I'm a physician, also a lawyer. I have a law firm in Houston. For the past 21 years, we've been helping thousands of clients recover millions of dollars in settlements. It's West Loop Law. If you want to take a look at that on socials, westlooplaw.com. But more importantly, right now we have embarked on a massive cancer awareness campaign. It is the end of Cancer Awareness Month, but we are always aware of cancer, and we want to raise the awareness around cancer that is being caused by a chemical in the water called PFAS. PFAS, also known as the forever chemical. It's in our water, and it doubles your chances of developing cancer. 98% of Americans already have it in our blood, so it's a very, very significant issue. Since May, we've been raising awareness. Right now, we're at helping over 150 cancer clients recover against companies that put the PFAS in the water. And we're starting to look at helping cities and townships with their PFAS issues. So to support the show, if you know anybody with cancer, please send them to our socials or DM us at PFAS Lawyer on X or at PFASinjuryattorney.com. So with that, into the meat of the show. It is Halloween. And it's interesting because we just celebrated a Halloween party, a private party at a mansion in Houston. It was a Star Wars theme, so I dressed up as a Sith trooper. My wife Candace dressed up as Princess Leia. And a lot of people dressed up as different characters, from Scarface to Beetlejuice to all these different things. And what occurred to me is that when people put on their costumes, they take on the role of that character as what they've seen in the movies or whatever. So, if your character had an accent like Scarface, then in certain times throughout the night, the gentleman who was dressed up as Al Pacino's character would talk like Scarface. Say hello to my little friend, that kind of stuff. And even myself, I found myself assuming the role of a Sith trooper, and my wife, Princess Leia, like all the character costumes ended up assuming the role or acting or behaving as the role of that character, which is cool. Made it a very lively and fun party. But how does that relate to business? How does that relate to success? How does that relate to accomplishing or achieving goals, right? So we've all heard the expression that if you fake it, you make it. Fake it till you make it. I get it. I get the expression, but I hate it so much. The whole fake it till you make it, right? The idea is, you're not successful, but you got to act like you're successful until you become successful, right? Let's say you want to be a CEO, but you're just a clerical worker. Well, the idea is fake it till you make it. Fake being the CEO until you actually become the CEO. I get it. It is a form of kind of quasi manifestation, it's a manifestation kind of deal. Like, behave as if. The problem with that expression, though, fake it till you make it, is it implies being an imposter. And that has a negative energy, a negative vibe, negative connotation in it, right? The idea of, man, I'm the CEO, but I'm a fake CEO. I'm a fake businessman. I'm a fake entrepreneur. I'm a fake whatever. Fake it till you make it. The word fake itself implies an imposter syndrome, imposter situation where you don't really believe it, right? And so that's the problem with the expression with me. I get the concept and I believe in it. You got to behave as if. Behave as if. Conduct yourself as if. Speak as if you're this person. But the problem is if you have this imposter situation, an imposter vibe, it gives you an escape. It gives you an out. Man, I was never that anyways. I was just pretending, right? Faking it, pretending it. And so I steer away from the fake it till you make it expression, not the concept, not the principles, but the expression. What I prefer to say, and this is a tool for you, is you got to be in it to win it. Okay? You have to be in it to win it. And what does in it mean? That in it implies a full-hearted belief. You're in it. You're in the game. You can't win a game as a spectator. You got to be in the game to win it. Right? You got to be a participant on the field to win it. So to be in it, you have to put yourself in it. You have to put your mind, your body, your spirit, your actions, your physicality, everything about it, you got to be in it. And so that itself removes the idea of pretending, imposter, I'm going through the motions. It brings the whole mind, body, spirit, the Holy Trinity, in my view, into the concept of what you want to become. Whatever character that is, whatever role you want to be in the future, you got to be in it to win it. You have to think like it, be like it, act like it, make decisions like it, take actions on it as if you are in it already. You're in it. It's already there. It's already in you, in it. And so it removes this whole escape out. If I don't make it, I was just pretending anyways. It was like, no, you're fully invested in it so that you push yourself through any setbacks, any fallbacks, any bumps in the road, any walls that are in the way. You run right through them. You run right over them because you're already in it. There is no second option. There is no option for failure. There is no plan B, no escape route. No. If you want to win it, you have to be in it. Okay? So how does this apply? Well, as I mentioned before, we're talking about this PFAS campaign. And things are just kind of happening reflecting on the last 6-7 months that we've been raising awareness on this campaign around cancer. Things have just been happening where it's kind of unexplainable. Like one sequence of events would set up the next sequence of events, and then ultimately here we are about to help a major city with this PFAS issue. But why did that happen? Because in my mind, I'm carrying out my actions as the expert on PFAS. PFAS. I haven't studied it for decades and decades and decades. I haven't published any papers on it yet. Haven't done a lot of things, but I'm already in it as the expert. And being in it as the expert is carrying the momentum into helping hundreds of people with cancer, helping potentially dozens of cities with their PFAS issue. Am I there yet? No. Am I the de facto expert on it? No. Am I the de facto lawyer on it? No. But I, in my mind and my spirit and my body and what I'm doing, I already believe that I am, because I'm already in it. So now that I'm in it, I'm going to be in it to win it. I'm going in there to do as much as I can to maximize as much service I can provide to other people as I can. And with that, to win it, the money's going to come. I'm already as if this campaign is already successful. In my mind, I'm already in it. It's like, well, I'm not so sure. I'm just going to kind of fake these meetings until something happens. No, that doesn't work like that. And the other thing is that when you fake it to make it, you go into high pressure, high stake situations. That energy of imposter and pretending and faking will be transparent. Trust me, whoever you're trying to sell, negotiate, convince, work with, they will see that you are what? You're not confident. You lack the belief. You lack the trust in yourself that you can do it. Because why? You're in your mind, you've got this I'm faking it mentality. No, to get that last little edge, that edge of success where people are convincingly believing in you, you have to be in it. People at a certain level of success, they can smell bullshit really fast. So if you come in with just faking it, hey, I'm going to try, maybe, I think I can do it, people will read right through that. Successful people will read right through it. They have developed instincts on reading people. They don't become successful like that unless they do. And so this whole fake it till you make it mentality, it's like, it goes back to, it's like sports with basketball, right? Right? You're a high school athlete trying to become a collegiate athlete, but you're really not that good. Well, I can fake it. I can hide on the court a little bit, show up sometimes, not sometimes, and pretend that I'm there, and then hopefully I'll get to college. Well, even if you do that, faking it, and then you get into a college situation, what happens then? You become fully exposed for your flaws, right? Versus if you're a high school athlete trying to go to college, if you're in it to win it, you're going to do everything. Put in the time, put in the work, even though you're not a collegiate athlete yet, you're going to put in the reps. You're going to take care of your body. You're going to do your nutrition. You're going to stretch. You're going to weight lift. You're going to do all these things because you're already in it to win it. You're not, maybe if I do this, I'll angle my way here and I can get into college basketball. No. Because now the second person who was in it to win it, they get to college, they're already ready. It's without question. They already saw themselves there doing it. So it's a question between maybe I can do it versus I'm going to go do it. Fake it to make it, maybe I can get there. In it to win it, I know I'm getting there and I'm going to be it. I'm going to be all about it. So if you want to change your mind, your scope, your view on how to get to success, I believe in the concept. You got to act like who you want to become, okay? And that brings me to a second point, actually. Goes back to that holiday party where we were all dressing up in costumes, right? We already have a visualization on screen of what that character, how they behave. We've seen it in the movies, like Beetlejuice or whatever. Whatever character you see on screen, you dress up as, and you try to portray yourself like that character, right? Well, how often do you see yourself as being whatever you want to be, CEO, entrepreneur? How often do you see that in your mind's eye? Or how often do you actually know somebody that's a CEO? And how often think about, are you trying to emulate their behavior? Right? There's a difference between seeing a character on TV and dressing up as that character and acting out like that character. That's easy. But how often do you see yourself as the CEO in your mind's eye in the future and move in that direction and behave like that person? That is you. And that's why visualization is so important. If you visualize me, if I visualize myself being the PFAS expert in the country in the next 3 to 5 months, right? And I'm in it to win it, I'm going to be that person. Or I'm going to try my damn hardest to be that person. I mean, I can pretend to try to be that. I mean, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm just going to kind of fake it till I get there. No, doesn't work that way. Does not work that way. So as you go out there in your business world, visualize yourself as the person you want to be, as if it's a character in a movie you've already seen. How do they act? How do they convey themselves? How do they communicate? How do they behave? How do they interact with other people? How do they sell? How do they live their life? What kind of car are they driving? All these future visualizations. And be in that visualization. You be in it to win it. You don't be like, I'm going to fake it till I get to that situation. No, you be in it to get it. It's partly manifestation, it's more actualization, but cannot fake it till you make it. Got to be in it to win it. Okay, you got to be in it to win it, fully invested. Mind, body, spirit, soul, actions, decisions, what you say, what you speak, who you talk to, who you surround yourself with. You got to be totally submersed in it. Even if you're not there, you got to be in it to win it. Got to be in it to win it. It's just like my son Nate, going back to basketball. You're going to be a collegiate athlete, surround yourself with collegiate players already. Train with collegiate guys. Train with pros. You want to be a pro? Surround yourself with pros. Visualize it, see it, be in it, and then you're going to win it. You can't be training with high school guys, faking it, thinking you're going to go pro. Cannot do that. You got to be fully in it to win it. Okay, with that, it's Halloween. If you're dressing up, be in it to win it tonight. Get a lot of candy for your kids or yourself. Be safe out there. You know, when I was in medical training, Halloween was one of those days where we would get the most visits in the emergency room. So that and New Year's. So Halloween night, be safe. Take care of each other. Look out for one another. On top of that, we have the elections and whatever finishing in four or 5 days. It's going to be a crazy time out there. So be safe. Look out for each other. Stay healthy. It's glad to be back in the studio talking to you. I close my show as I close my days. Before my head hits the pillow and I close my eyes, always give thanks to God for another day to live, another day to be great as I can, another opportunity to hopefully have inspired somebody. So with that, I want to thank you all for listening to this show. Again, if you found any value in this show or any other episodes, any information that is worthy that you might want to share with one of your friends or family members, please do share the show. That's the only way we grow. If you're knowledgeable, share the show. It's how we grow. And support the cause. PFAS Lawyer on X, PFASinjuryattorney.com. If you know anybody with cancer, please send them our way. It's a free consultation. We help these clients for free. We only make money if we're able to get them settlements against these companies that put PFAS in the water. So if you know anybody with cancer, please send them our way to the website or X, DM us directly, and we will reach out to them. The consultations are free to see if they even qualify for this litigation. But please support us in that regard. And with that, be great today, but be even more grateful. Thank you for listening. Look forward to talking to you very, very soon.